Hello everybody, my name is Ep.1. Welcome to a brand new Let's Play series in Hearts of Iron 4. Today, we're jumping back into Pax Britannica, which we did last month, maybe February, where we played as the Imperial Britain. Today, we're going to be playing as United Commonwealth of America. There's been a new update. I don't know if it was like just today or like earlier this week, but they've added some new countries. We got the United Commonwealth of America, they've added Mexico, and they've also added in the Second Constitutional Republic, that Constitutional Army, which are playable like game starts. Maybe we'll do another campaign as them sometime in the future. I do like Pax Britannica. At some point, we'll probably play Mexico as well. But the United Commonwealth of America, can I bring this back to the middle of the screen? Thank you. The United Commonwealth of America is the dominant power in North America in 1933. The seat of the Edison electric monopoly and a true muscle of the British Empire. Established in 1817 following the Constitutional Convention, the Commonwealth is a federal parliamentary monarchy and shares their sovereign with the rest of the Imperial Confederation. The Commonwealth is the largest constituent nation of the British Empire and maintains the largest standing professional army and a navy, overshadowed only by Britain itself. More importantly, the country is the home of all of Edison Imperial Electric Company, where nearly 10% of all jobs fall under some form of EIEC jurisdiction. America would prove crucially important during the Great War, proving substantial troops for the invasion of the Imperial campaign. For the first time, Commonwealth troops fought under their own flag and delivered multiple key victories. There was hardly a front where Americans didn't participate, even including a token Anglo-American force that accompanied the German siege of Paris. American military, technical, and financial assistance became the backbone of the Imperial powers, a fact not quickly forgotten by Philadelphia. Throughout the interwar period, America would continue to assert itself within the empire. The British find themselves as Greeks in this nascent American empire, and that resentment has greatly cooled relations. Balancing acts in the Imperial Confederation become more difficult by the day to maintain, threatening to split the empire in two. Of course, fuck the British. We're going to try to establish America as an independent nation, dominant ruler of all of North America, maybe South America as well. So currently we have 67 factories, 15, 23, and 29. Honestly, that's pretty good. So let's go with a few civilian factories just in Maryland. Our capital is in Philadelphia, which is right here. Let's get all of our units together. We have 40 troops. Honestly, that's pretty good. We're going to split you just into two armies. Underneath one field marshal. George C. Marshall. Fine. Actually, wait, no. Did it say that he's a British loyalist? No, it says he's a veteran. I thought this was like he's a loyalist to the crown. Can't have anything like that going on. But we can have a lot of veterans of the Iberian campaign. Fantastic. You guys, for now, you will just have some troops on the border with Quebec. Not that we're expecting a war against Quebec, but you never know. We'll send you against Arcadia in the south. And our national focus. We got the Coolidge Ministry. Special elections. Liberty and progress. So I just want to see, like, how do we America for the workers? We could go socialist. We could go absolutist as well. Or not absolutist, reactionary. But I'm not too sure exactly which path we will take. We'll just kind of let things flow naturally and just see what end state we end up in. We got final support to Nicaragua. Promote EIEC ventures, encourage the expansion. Reach out to colored provinces. Support from the Southerners will decrease. Support for freedmen will increase. Or we can cede stuff to the South. Well, increase support for the mega corporations. Let us get support from the EIEC. Is that going to be in our decisions? So you are the Imperial Conference. Quebec is American aligned. Northwest Territories is American aligned. Hong Kong is American aligned. East Africa and Arcadia are American aligned. I want to become either the master of the British Empire or to establish myself as being an own independent kind of factor, I guess you could say. Okay, so we got domestic policy. Right now, the Freedmen support us. Southerners will support us. The Warhawks are disempowered. The Peaceniks are disempowered. Mega corporations are pretty happy. Trade unions are pretty upset. And this is for the Nicaraguan pacification campaign. Federalists are at 25%. Stevens' government is at 50%. And these Denistas are at 25%. I'm assuming we're supporting Stevens' government. But I have no political power. Managing the military. We're on the last step here. Give me Army and Navy experience. What's being built? Interwar, total artillery, land ships. Nothing like too surprising here. I would like trains. I would also like trucks. Both of those are pretty nice to have. Artillery are already being built, and I guess the rest we'll just throw on infantry equipment for now. Dockyards. We'll just just throw them all in here. These will get built pretty soon. So I'm not too concerned with our Navy output. Actually, do we have convoys even being built? We don't, so let's just have these in the list as well. Okay, we want research, of course, electronics. Give me research speed. Industry will go with machine tools. Give me construction, and what else do we have in electronics that'd be useful? Terror weapons? I don't know how much we really used terror weapons last time. Ooh, wait, we have cowboys? Oh, of course we're researching cowboys, but you're not allowed to research this technology. God damn it. How dare you deny me my cowboys? That's probably just if you're like in the West. But I guess let's go 1918 support weapons. Again, nothing too crazy in terms of technology here. What are we missing? We're missing fighters and tactical bombers. Well, we can just throw these into a list. Fighters, and presumably these are going to be tactical bombers. Fantastic. We'll just go with more. Yeah, don't build them here. Build them all in either New Jersey, 80% in New York City. I guess we'll build in New York as well. Is it called New York? It is called New York. I see there's like Zauderbobel. I'm assuming that's not a real American city, but fuck, it might be. I don't know much about American city locations. The Federalistas, and so I'm guessing you're the socialist, you're the nationalist. Nicaragua. Are you my puppets? You're a banana republic. Well, I mean, I would love to maintain banana republic status down here. Okay, Prince George has died. Prince Edward appointed as Governor General. Prince Edward, son of the late Prince George, has been appointed as the new Governor General of the United Commonwealth. He'll be succeeding his Prince Albert, who been appointed to the position of Governor General of Cartagena. Edward was, for a time, functionally exiled to Borlean Dominion by his father and Queen Victoria. Now, having been brought out of the wilds, Edward is now the public face of the monarchy in the United Commonwealth. The decision has been met with muted praise from the political establishment. Much of the country still views Edwards as a hedonistic playboy. Well, do you think he's still going to marry an American? Maybe that'll improve his relations here. French monarchy's been reinstated. Okay, I don't know if we saw this pathway for France before. I think every time we've played this mod, I think they've always gone nationalist, or EU imperialist is what I think. Yeah, is what it's actually called in the mod. So we'll see kind of how this goes differently. I guess we'll spy on Texas. I don't really know where we're going to send our spies, to be completely honest with you. Increased troop deployment. Launch a public relation campaign in Nicaragua. Happy with that. Feudal tension currently at 20%. Military advisors to Ireland. I mean, I would like Ireland to be on our side. Having a country that's aligned to us that close to the British seems pretty good. Happy with that. I would like more people to support us. Maybe the Warhawks or the Peaceniks. I mean, really, I can go either way, to be honest with you. Okay, so a lot of our navy's now built. Give me more submarines. Yeah, just give me more submarines. Submarines are always nice. I don't think I'd ever say no to a good old submarine. Okay, the EIEC supported our decision. So let's follow you up. We get a research campus. We're gonna need more support for the narco-liberals, but I'm kind of fine with that. Let's do further deployment in Nicaragua. I'm assuming this is important for something. Increase power of the Warhawk lobby. Well, right now the Peaceniks don't have any support. Increase funding for the Freemen. Increase funding for the Southerners. I think I kind of don't want to support any of them. Freemen are not radicalized. Southerners are not radicalized. Let us increase power to the war. No, 50-50 political power. I could probably do something in here. Let's invest in Ireland. I would like to see Ireland maybe flip to our side. I mean, most of the empire is aligned with us. The automation crisis, that's fine. I don't know if that affects us too much. I know I say that, but I'm pretty sure the EIEC has a lot of power in America. Okay, the automation crisis in America. Speak of the devil, he shall appear. The automation crisis in the United Kingdom has spread to the rest of the empire, hitting the Commonwealth particularly hard due to our reliance on the EIEC's economic investments. Over 1 million people have almost instantly been put out of a job, including a number of American veterans. The situation has led to a dramatic breakdown of stability across the country as people campaign for the return of their jobs or even stage riots to attack automated factories, leading to conflicts with EIEC strikebreakers and the Pinkertons. I mean, our stability's still at 65%. That's not bad, right? Still pretty good. Edison's counterattack. Prime Minister Coolidge was growing increasingly frustrated with Edison's electric company's automated policies, which were leading to widespread job losses and civil unrest. In a meeting with company representatives, he demanded that they slow down their implementation of automation and work with the government to mitigate the negative effects on workers. However, the Edison Electric Company was unwilling to compromise, arguing that automation was necessary for the company's long-term success and that they could not be held responsible for the social consequences. The meeting ended with both parties angry and no solution to the issue. Coolidge left the meeting feeling frustrated and powerless as he knew that the government had limited power to regulate private companies. He realized that if he wanted to make any progress on the issue, he would need to find a different approach. I mean, American corporations, they still love us, man. Highlight rebel atrocities. Crack down on anti-American press. No weapon shipment. I'm gonna do nothing of the sort yet. I think I'm okay. Promote. I don't know why I would want to support the socialists right now, to be honest with you. But I don't know why I would want to support anything right now. I don't want to touch anything in case I ruin the equilibrium of America. I wouldn't also mind investing in Saharan colonies. I mean, Karangenia, I want you to support me. The anti-automation riots. Riots have broken out in cities across America as people take to the streets to protest recent automation policies introduced by Edison Electronics. The company's decision to replace human workers with machines has led to loss of thousands of jobs, and many are now struggling to make ends meet. Anger and frustration has boiled over, and clashes between protesters and the police have become increasingly violent. Jobs and business have been looted and destroyed, and the streets have descended into chaos. The government has been forced to intervene, but their efforts to restore order have so far been met with limited success. With tensions rising high, cameras flaring, many fear that the worst is yet to come. I'm sure we're fine. It's just some riots. We'll be okay. America always gets through pains no matter what. Okay, wars are breaking out across all of the world, and the American Legion mobilizes. The Bonus Brigade, a group of American Great War veterans, have gathered in Philadelphia to demand an early release of bonuses promised to them by the government. The veterans who have been struggling to make ends meet in the midst of the automation crisis are determined to fight for what they believe is rightfully theirs. They have set up a camp in the city, and their numbers are growing by the day. The government, however, has been reluctant to release the bonuses early. Prime Minister Coolidge has argued that the bonuses should be paid on schedule in 1945, and that releasing them early would set a dangerous precedent. He has also expressed concerns that the protests could turn violent. Despite these concerns, the bonus brigades remains determined to see their demands met. They've been holding peaceful demonstrations throughout the city and refuse to leave until their demands are met. The situation remains tense, and many are worried that the protests could turn violent if a resolution is not found soon. I'm sure it's okay. Nothing bad has ever happened with protesters. So you will make the Southerners. I think we're going to reach out to colored provinces, and then we're going to give a little bit of support to the Southerners just to make sure they don't hate us. General Butler endorses the Legion. General Smedley Butler, a retired Marine Corps officer and elsewhere critical of the government, has emerged as a prominent voice in the ongoing bonus brigade crisis. In a recent speech, General Butler advocated for a peaceful solution to the crisis, calling on the government to honor its promises to the bonus brigades. General Butler argued that the bonus brigades have every right to demand the bonus promised to them by the government. The government had the moral obligation to pay them. He urged the government to avoid the use of force in dealing with the protesters and instead to negotiate a settlement that would satisfy both sides. Many praise General Butler's stance as a voice of reason in time of crisis, while others have criticized him for advocating for what they see as an unjust demand. Nevertheless, General Butler's words have resonated with many Americans, and there's hope that his message of peace and reconciliation may help to bring an end to the crisis. Fine. I will talk with the no good freaking what do you call them? Protesters. But I won't be happy about it. I will not be happy. Look, how much political power are we gaining per day? 1.08. It's okay. I would like to see maybe a little bit more, but what can you do? What are you? Accepted cultures. Okay. The American Legion arrives in Philadelphia. American Legion delegation arrives in Philadelphia, but with significant reinforcements. Nearly 20,000 demonstrators have flooded into the capital with support to the delegation. While they generally aren't well armed, the RAMP have noted that many have significant wartime augmentation that could pose a threat to the public. Coolidge, now surrounded by his own country's capital by thousands of unemployed and angry veterans, now has to decide how to address the crisis. Routing the protesters would be deeply unpopular, but with the right media spin, they could be portrayed as defeating troublemakers. On the other hand, capitulation would make Coolidge look weak to the public and the Empire, and the UC may not be able to effectively foot the bill required. The third option, negotiate, may be the best path to prevent bloodshed, but will require some compromise on both sides. Very American crisis. You will be done in 37 days. I think we'll do the negotiations. Show the country how much of a backbiting Washington you are, and bend over backwards for a gang of blood-sucking revolutionaries and anarchists. While the option is more expedient, cracking down on American citizens, armed or otherwise, will severely damage our party's popularity. I mean, neither of those seem good, I'll be honest with you. Britain, I'm going to show my defiance. I'm not going to join your war. Okay, Carnegie is now American aligned. Ireland is now American aligned. Britain, Africa, and Victoria are British aligned. I don't think we're going to be able to swing them too much. And tension is currently at 30%. I want to boost tension as much as we possibly can. Increase by small amounts. I'm assuming I have small amounts, probably 5%. Reinforce our influence on Arcadia. Are any of you, like, close? Closest would probably be Hong Kong. Quebec. The Pearl River Dominion. Let's send you over there. Get Hong Kong a little bit more on site. I think they're actually a American puppet, right? No, they are a British puppet, but hopefully things change in the future. So, Britain and France have signed an alliance together. And the Bonus Brigade supporters clash with authorities. Just this morning, Bonus Brigade supporters clashed with authorities throughout the Melbourne super colony, causing sufficient damage to the lower sectors. The riots have completely paralyzed the city, leading to widespread looting. A number of these rioters have taken members of the Royal American Mounted Police hostage and demand the Commonwealth stand down to the crisis. Local authorities have stated they will not negotiate with these terrorists, and have also secretly contacted regional government to advise them on how to handle the situation. You know what? Shoot them. Fuck them. You know? Sounds good to me. I'm not going to go to war, though. That seems like a major mistake on my part. Bonus Brigade massacre in Melbourne. After receiving orders to storm the protesters' area held in Melbourne, the RAMP successfully routed the hostage takers, albeit at significant cost. 7 of the hostages were killed in the shootout, while 7 RAMP officers were fatally injured. The hostage takers were either killed or arrested, but a number of them were able to escape further into the depths of the Melbourne megacity. The botching of the raid has raised significant public outcry, leading to demands of the government to hold RAMP accountable for their death. Absolutely not. And Melbourne is Cleveland. Okay, fantastic. Also, what are you? Melbourne Sprawl. The Modern Sodom. 50% consumer good demand, 5% are all... Wait, do all of you have different... I'm guessing, like, Philadelphia? Georgetown? New York City? No, it's just Melbourne? Is Melbourne, like, a mega city? Like, does anywhere else have this? No, it's just Melbourne. Melbourne was for a time just another city. How many people? 9.57 million people live in Ohio? My God. What the hell? Okay. I mean, that's something, right? Anything we care about here? Not too much. I would love more political power. Give me better MREs, better rations, and a killing in Melbourne. An unidentified homeless man was found dead in Melbourne lower sector this morning, apparently discovered by a group of local kids looking for scrap to recycle. Body's in poor condition, having been decapitated at some point in the last 48 hours. Medical examiners have also stated the body shows sign of ligature marks, indicating that the victim was likely bound and kept at a secondary location prior to the murder. One notable detail is that the victim appears to have been a veteran, and his torso has faded identification tattoos that remained standard during the Great War. American forces often had difficulty identifying the dead in the trenches, and so torso identification tattoos became government policy shortly before the cessation of hostilities in Spain. Unfortunately, however, the tattoos were too faded to actually discern due to a mix of weathering and augmentation damage during the killing. All this tells us is that the victim was a veteran, something not particularly in low supply thanks to the bonus crisis. Killing has led to a minor panic among Melbourne's lower sector, and retaliation attacks against local hobo camps are becoming a problem. City's Police Commissioner Elliot Ness has been tasked with attempting to resolve the murder before a double event can occur. Manpower -1. I'm going to say he probably was not going to rejoin the army. It just doesn't seem extremely likely, but maybe I'm missing something there, you know? And there's also unrest. Kind of everywhere. Everywhere's at least stable at the moment. 470% stability. We need to deploy units to Illinois. For infantry divisions, we need at least 2 everywhere. So, Red Army. Illinois is you. Yes. Bring you up here as quickly as possible. Okay, offering concessions to freedmen. In an effort to maintain political support in the southern provinces primarily populated by freed African Americans known as freedmen, the government of the United Commonwealth has offered a series of concessions. Under the new concessions, the government has promised to increase investment in infrastructure, education, and job training programs for freedmen communities. Additionally, they have pledged to address long-standing issues related to housing discrimination, access to healthcare, and voting rights. Critics of the concessions argue that they are simply employed to maintain political power and do not go far enough to address systemic issues facing freedmen in southern provinces. However, supporters argue that any progress is better than none, and the concessions represent a step in the right direction. So does the do the Southerners hate me now? The Southerners now no longer support us. Southern agitation. 28 days. Everyone hates this. Okay, cool. If I were to increase funding with you, we get 85% now. Part of the deal. You give me more mission time, which I'm kind of okay with, but freedmen will increase. Southerners become more radicalized. Let's revisit the Indian policy. And can I now strike you? We need 4 infantry in Illinois. Okay, is that enough? We still need 50 political power. I mean, things are not going great. I will tell you that. But I also think that's going to be a great time for us to end this episode. Thank you for watching. My name is Anthem. If you have enjoyed, remember, thumbs up. Not enjoying, thumb down. You want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.